Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Pixi Glow Tonic. No, this is not a new product. This has been around for a while, but it's skincare, and skincare is one of those things where everybody kind of has a different experience unless something is super awesome, or even then, people have different needs for their skin. So unless something is super crappy, generally you're kind of looking around for skincare, seeing maybe who has similar skin concerns to you, who likes it, and I thought I would give you my opinion on this. I do have here the 100 milliliter bottle, and it's filled up to there because I have gone through the rest of this. What I have done is use this over the last 2 months, I want to say, but only on this half of my face so that I could really get a feeling for if it was having any kind of impact, what it was doing, would I like it, would I repurchase it? So that's what I'm going to tell you about. I will put timestamps down below if you want to jump around in this video, and I will talk a little bit about this. So let me start talking a little bit about this. It is basically a 5% glycolic acid exfoliating toner. So this is an alpha hydroxy acid in here. It is a chemical exfoliant. I am not a skincare expert by any means, so I'll tell you a little bit of what I know and what I think about this product. So that is what it is. After you wash your face, preferably in the evenings, once a day, maybe twice a day, although that might be a little hard on your skin, you put this on and basically wait until it dries, and then it sort of loosens some of the cell bonds in your skin so the dead skin cells can slough away a little bit faster. It's supposed to refine your pores. It's supposed to keep you from getting your pores blocked and just give you more of a glow and brightness to your skin. My skin, let me tell you a little bit about my skin concerns. I don't have any makeup on right now. Let me zoom you on in and I'll tell you a bit about the layout of my skin. So I am in my late 30s, so anti-aging is starting to be a bit of a concern. I have always had issues through my whole life with acne and with texture. I would say there is rarely ever a time when I don't have some kind of pimple on my face, although I don't get them nearly as much as I did when I was a teenager. So what I'm looking for is something that reduces this look of my pores, because I do find my pores to be quite large. I'm looking for something that just gives me a bit more of a boost of radiance, and I do have a lot of texture. A lot of that texture isn't going to go anywhere. It's there from when I had cystic acne as a teenager. There's just some pitting and scarring, but I do tend to get little breakouts and bumps, so I want to try to reduce that as much as possible and just keep everything pretty clear. I have one pimple going on right now on my chin. And a few other little bumps here and there. I'm not going to talk too much about the company Pixi because I have done that before. I'll put links down below to the other videos. I've reviewed a blush highlighter and also an eyeliner from them. This is the first skincare item of theirs they tried. I was super excited to try it because I've heard so much about it. The very first day that I used it, unfortunately, I got a huge cystic pimple, the likes of which I've not had in like years. Now, usually if you get a cystic acne breakout like that, it's not because of something you've just put on your skin. That kind of comes from below a little bit. So this, I do not think caused it, but it just caused me a little bit of hesitation. So I ended up putting this away for a couple of months before I decided to break it out again and really give it a try. The other ingredients in here, and I should say that this is paraben-free and not tested on animals. So you do get aloe in here, the glycolic acid, which is 5%. You do have glycerin, a few other things I'm going to skip here. You have witch hazel. You do have horse chestnut seed extract, and a few other ingredients, including ginseng root extract. The claims on Pixi's website is that it exfoliates and purifies the skin with the glycolic acid, that the ginseng improves circulation and energizes, the aloe vera soothes and hydrates, that it refines the appearance of your pores, that it gently accelerates cell renewal to reveal a brighter, glowing complexion, that it balances, heals, and soothes radiant, healthier looking skin. It is alcohol-free, suitable for all skin types, not tested on animals. There you go. If you buy this here in Canada, this 100 milliliter bottle is going to set you back $20. If you get the 250 milliliter, it's going to be $38. I believe in the States, this size is $15 and the other one is $30. So you do get a better deal by going up in volume, but I wanted to try this out and see what it would do for my skin before I invested in the bigger bottle. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place here, so let me talk a little bit about their claims and then a little bit about what I saw. So there's a few things going on in here. The glycolic acid 5% is the chemical exfoliator, and that's really the main ingredient in here that does the work that they're claiming it does. So the main purpose of this is to be a alpha hydroxy acid exfoliator. There you go. If you're going to use this, some people say to start every other day to really let your skin sort of get used to having that glycolic acid on there. Some people apparently can use this twice per day. I just use this once per day. I think that's more than enough. Again, I'm not a skincare expert, but I feel like if you start using too many exfoliating products, it can kind of mess up the balance in your skin. I personally rarely use physical exfoliators, so I don't mind using a gentle chemical exfoliator. The other thing they have in here is aloe. That's supposed to hydrate your skin. My skin seems to react pretty well to aloe, so I quite like that being in here. On the other side of it, you have witch hazel, which does clarify, purify the skin a bit. I think that's what refines the pores. Basically, refining pores is trying to tell you that they look smaller, but since you can't actually shrink pores, it's not going to say it's going to shrink your pores, but refine the look of them, basically make them look smaller. I feel like the witch hazel and the aloe probably balance each other out a little bit, but for me, using this, I did not find that my skin felt tight or anything afterwards. Not that it felt particularly moisturized, but it did seem to have a nice balancing effect on my skin where it didn't feel like it was doing anything where it made it too oily or it made it feel too tight and dried out. For me, the way that I use this, as I said, was in the evening. I would use my very gentle cleanser all over my face for 60 seconds, rinse that off, and then I would take a little cotton pad. This one is the little square kind. I'll often use the little round cotton kinds as well. And then I would just take enough to kind of cover maybe just a line down the middle, because what I usually do is just hold the pad like this and then sweep it over my face. And as I've only been using it on the one side of my face, I don't need a huge amount of product on here. It smells nice. Like, it's not fragrance free, there is a smell to it, but I quite like the smell. I find it to be a soothing kind of spa smell, if that makes sense. So you can see it doesn't make my face overly red. It's just a little bit damp right now, and I don't put on a moisturizer or anything right away because basically you want to give that exfoliator a little bit of time to work. And it's very, very subtle, but I do feel like I've seen a difference. I feel like over the 2 months or so using this product, my pores look a little bit smaller on this side, not smaller, a little less noticeable on this side. I do feel like my skin looks a little bit brighter on this side, and I do feel more that if I was getting breakouts, they happened on this side of my face, not on this side. This side just felt smoother, felt a little brighter. It wasn't noticeable, like super noticeable. Maybe it's just placebo, but I really did feel like I enjoyed what it was doing to my skin. So much so that I am going to purchase the larger size of this and use it all over my face. What I also find is for the last few times I've bought moisturizer for my skin, I've bought like drugstore brands like Olay, and I tend to find ones that have those AHAs in them. But I feel like those moisturizers probably aren't the best thing I could get for my skin. So I kind of like the idea of having my chemical exfoliator be in the toner that I'm using, and then I can use a moisturizer that is maybe a little more pure, maybe has more things like vitamin C or just something that's better for my skin. So I think that's probably the direction that my skincare is going to move in the future. I have heard people say that this reduces pigmentation in the skin over time, over like 4 weeks or so, if you have discoloration, perhaps leftover acne scarring, discoloration, that it will help soothe that, it will help calm that and reduce that discoloration. I don't have that so much. I do have freckles, but that's just part of my skin. So I don't see that, but I have heard people say that it works that way for them. I've also heard other people say that you that this isn't the most effective glycolic acid toner that you can get, or exfoliator, I should say. There are some that are like 10%. There are some that are better pH balanced to let this work better. I have heard people saying that if you want to get a stronger, more effective, less expensive one, you can use the Ordinary's glycolic acid exfoliator. I think those would be interesting to try. I wouldn't mind trying in the future. Here's what I have to say though, is because my skin isn't horrible, I'm fairly happy with where it is now. I don't always feel like you need to find an ingredient that you like and go as strong as you can with it. Like, it's okay to have something that is 5% and it works fine for you. Just because that works fine, I personally don't feel like that means I need to use 10% and go even harder at it. Like, yeah, I'm okay with having my skin be balanced and being okay rather than putting it over the edge and making it like drier, making it have reactions. I'm not saying that would happen, but I don't feel that just because you find an ingredient that works, you need to get the maximum amount of that ingredient that you can. Skin is kind of a balancing act. It's finding out what works for you. I think that this is a good product to try starting with if you're looking for a glycolic acid, if you're looking for an exfoliating product that is a chemical exfoliator. I feel like this one has a nice blend of products that's not going to be too harsh for your skin, that's going to sort of ease you into using these kinds of skincare products. Yeah, I'm going to repurchase. I'm going to keep using it. I find it's a nice soothing spa part of my skincare. So for me, it's a thumbs up. I like this, and I try to have a pretty pared down beauty routine. This is going to be part of it. It's going to be a gentle cleanser for 60 seconds, putting this on, letting it dry, letting it have some time to do some work, and then using a good moisturizer for my skin. That is where I am right now with my skincare routine, and I'm pretty happy with it at this moment. I'm curious to hear from you a few things. Have you tried this? Do you like it? Does it work for your skin? What other kinds of AHAs or glycolic acid or chemical exfoliators do you use that you like? I am open to all recommendations. I don't review skincare a lot on my channel, not because I don't want to, but because I don't want to mess up my skin. And if I am going to review skincare, I do like to give it time to show me that it's doing something. Like, I'm not going to try a toner or a cleanser once and let you know about it. I really want to give it time and try to do like the half face test and see what works for me. But I'm always open to suggestions. Thank you so much for joining me for this today. If you like this, if you like skincare reviews, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me to have people interacting with my channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'm going to make my face appear right here. You can click on that and you will be subscribed, and I am going to put one of my other videos here. I think maybe my skincare routine video, so you can watch that if you haven't seen it before, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great day.